Hi there, welcome back to the podcast with myself, Joseph Clough. You can find more information about me at josephclough.com for lots of hypnosis CDs and MP3 downloads, and soon to be actually some DVDs of my seminars, and also a conference that I have recently co-hosted, which has lots of different speakers teaching you how to live a more vibrant life, to be able to waken up and to really be able to see how we can achieve wonderful success in all areas of our life. Now, on the other side of things, when it comes to the internet, I've got my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/JosephsFanpage, and also my Twitter account, which is twitter.com/JosephClough. And you've got lots of free audio there, lots of, whether it be quotes or my knowledge and my view of life, pretty much. Now, it's really, really cool today because I just checked my stats for this podcast. And even though I've only done around 55 podcasts, today we've actually reached 100,000. That's 100,000 downloads from these podcasts. So I feel so much gratitude for that. And I really thank you for taking the time out, listening to this, continuing to listen and give me all the great feedback from these. Because it does motivate me, because as long as I know people are enjoying this and the feedback that I get is great, then it just motivates me to know that I'm going to keep on doing these podcasts. Usually it's at least once a week, and lots of between 10 minutes and 20 minutes, 30 minutes, from hypnosis to coaching. Now, today's subject is really about how we can actually heal ourselves. And within this, I'd like to actually do a hypnotic process with you. So really get you in touch with your mind and body for a greater wholeness, to let go of stress, to let go of a dis-ease of the body, a disorder of the body, to get that whole mind and body congruent in a way which is just health, vitality, energy, all those type of things. Now, before I go into the process, I want to talk a little bit about why our body becomes ill. Now, first of all, what I'd like to say is that we ourselves can heal ourselves. I really believe that when we take the decision to focus upon ourselves, to really work upon ourselves and get in touch with our mind and body, that's when a miracle can occur. That's when transformation happens. When you put your attention on the inner world of you, from your health, your relationships, and your careers, and all your perceptions, that's when not only your mind and body changes, but your external world changes too. So the first step is naturally to take responsibility. Now, why does our body become ill? Well, when you think about the body, it's always here to protect us. It runs a fight and flight response. So if we're in danger, our body will give us all the adrenaline to be able to fight what we're fighting, or to get out there as quickly as possible. It runs the healing of the body. So if I were to cut my hand, for example, then my body knows exactly what to do to be able to heal itself. Other than me maybe keeping the cut clean, the wound clean, and actually kind of maybe bandaging it up and so on. But everything my body does is always there to try to help me. Our body always tries to do good things. Now, the problem here is that sometimes it can get a little bit mixed up. Whether we have emotional issues, I mean, this whole process I want to do is definitely on about the emotional. And it's also absolutely about the biological too. So, whether it be emotional or biological, our body is always trying to do a good thing for us. So when you think, let's just think of some examples. If we have, say, a fear or phobia, naturally our body is trying to protect us, but it's doing it in maybe an overwhelming way or an inappropriate way, but the intent behind why it's doing it is actually trying to help us. Now, if we just take on maybe a biological side of things, when I work with people with things like migraines or things like psoriasis, the body is actually trying to help us there too. It's just it's gone down the wrong path pretty much. It's just made a simple mistake which can be corrected. Now, I really believe that we can heal ourselves from anything. That's just my view. I'm not a doctor. I know a lot of doctors and I know a lot of authors in the field of how the mind and body works and how we can actually get health. But I'm saying right now, I'm not a doctor. There's just simply my own advice, my own information of what I think is true. So that kind of just lets you know that I want you to go out there and check with other people, check with your doctor and those type of things. I'm all up for that, because we've really got to make sure that everyone works with everyone together and to really help ourselves. So go ahead and do your research if need be. So when it comes to the mind and body, most of the time, when it comes to an illness or a psychological issue or an emotional issue, it actually comes from stress in some way. So when the body is actually put under stress, that actually can break the chain of good health. And that, to me, is the simplest way I can put it when it comes to why our body can actually create issues. Because as I said, the body's trying to do good things, but it's still creating an issue in some way. So if we go through an intense experience or a prolonged amount of events going through the same type of experience, where we feel things such as anger, sadness, fear, guilt, hurt, frustration, isolation, those type of things, then our body can actually have all this emotional stress, and then the body picks up on it. I mean, I remember reading a great book called Quantum Healing by Deepak Chopra, and one of the quotes in there is that the body is always eavesdropping on the thoughts of the mind. And that's very, very simple. I mean, if we look at some examples of that, if we're watching a scary movie, we know it's not true, but we still feel fear. If we have a nightmare, our body, when we wake up, our body is actually experiencing adrenaline or fear in some way. When we're visualizing all the things we don't want to happen in life, we can become anxious. But then there's times when we think about something which is going to happen at the end of the week and we're really looking forward to it, we get excited by it. These are feelings that the body is creating by the thoughts that you are creating. So the mind and body is completely and intimately connected with the mind. The body is always listening. So the first thing is to be aware of what type of thoughts are we having on a day-to-day basis. What are we thinking negatively all the time? Because I can tell you right now, if you're thinking negatively, then your body's going to pick up on it. I mean, how many manic depressives do you know or heard of who have an abundant amount of energy going round and round, jumping, and you just can't stop them? Very unheard of. I've never actually seen someone very, very depressed with an abundance of energy. Because when you're thinking those negative thoughts, you have limiting beliefs about ourselves, then the body is actually producing chemicals which are actually creating that lethargy. Is that lethargy? I think it's lethargy, isn't it? Or lethargic, anyway. So our body is actually feeling lethargic. So ultimately, our mind and body is completely interconnected. So if we're going through stress, or we've gone through stress, then our body can make a decision to be a certain way. So, for example, if I was young and then there was like a real hyperactive dog around me, I was jumping up and I became fearful of that, my body will make a decision to maybe have a phobia toward dogs. Or, for example, when I've worked with people with migraines, there's usually a time when I went through an immense amount of stress and the body creates this symptom of the migraine to try to get the person to exit the situation. Migraines usually happen in very specific situations. Usually when it's based around stress. Because the body's saying, I don't like this situation, I want to get you out of there. When it comes to things like blushing as well, I mean, I can really talk about that one because I used to have the issue. I remember lots of situations where I was made to stand up and then I felt all the attention on me and then I started to blush. So it was my body's reaction to a certain stimulus from the outside world. And because it happened the once and it happened a couple of times after it became a habitual process to be that way. So my mind or my body was saying, look, get out, Joseph, get out of that situation. I don't like public speaking because last time this happened. So it gives you all the feelings of anxiety and the thoughts of blushing and all those type of feelings to make us not go in that situation. So yes, the behavior is absolutely terrible, but the intent and the intention behind why our body does this, to me, is very, very good. I don't think I've ever seen anyone for any type of issue where I thought that is the body's trying to do something negatively. The behavior may be absolutely negative, but the motivation behind why it's doing it is always positive. Now that's good news there, because first of all, it's saying that our body's not here to hurt us. I mean, that's why it does the fight and flight response and the healing of the body. And second of all, it's all about re-education, retraining, and relearning a new strategy. To me, all illness, all emotional issues are all simple strategies which have been learned for one reason or another. I'm not really interested in the why right now either. I'm more interested in getting the unconscious mind to simply learn. So every issue that we have is a strategy. We've just got to change the strategy. Now, you may be thinking, well, I've got this issue, Joseph, which is emotional, or you may be thinking, well, I've got this biological problem, maybe like a skin condition or a pain somewhere where it hasn't gone away and you feel as if it should have done, then this process may be exactly for you. Now, it's really, really important to be aware that it's always a good thing to work with someone one-to-one on this. So obviously, I can only give you so much support because I can only speak to you. I can't see you. I can't get feedback from you, but I can definitely give you the type of guidance and knowledge at an unconscious level to get your body to heal itself. So far we've pretty much said that the first step for healing ourselves is taking responsibility and also putting our awareness on the inside of our mind and body, the inside world of us, to be able to make a change. We've also realized that stress creates issues. When we go through an overwhelming amount of stress and we feel isolated and we feel negative emotions, our body can make a decision to have an emotional, psychological, or biological problem. We've also learned that the body is always trying to do something good for us. So the intent is actually good. The behavior, the strategy is not very good. And then it leads to really the final part of it is, how do we bloomin' change? How do we actually make this change and let go of an issue? Well, to me, it's all about learning. When we get our unconscious mind to realize that what it's doing is actually in conflict with being healthy, in conflict with your emotional well-being and biological well-being, it then has to begin to change. It has to be able to make a change because it's here to protect you. It just doesn't realize that it's actually creating an issue here. And that's why it's really about putting our awareness to our mind and body right at the beginning. And then it's about getting your unconscious mind to preserve learning so it knows what not to do. When you preserve learnings, then the body doesn't need that negative emotion, or it doesn't need to have that problem there. We've also learned that the mind and body is completely interconnected. So the thoughts that you have, and let's go a little bit further here actually, the beliefs you have in your life, the beliefs you hold dearly to you about the world, about yourself, about people, about situations, has a direct effect on the body. So if you have the belief that you deserve to be ill, our body's going to feel as if it needs to be ill. If we don't feel good enough about ourselves, then our body's not going to be able, and our mind's not going to be able to heal ourselves to be worthy and good enough and confident. If we have a belief that money is a bad thing, then absolutely we're not going to be motivated, or we're going to self-sabotage ourselves to get money. So the beliefs that you hold will actually have a direct effect on the results that you're getting. Now, thankfully, this process really addresses things such as beliefs. It addresses such things as emotions. It addresses things such as behavior. Because once again, these are all just simple strategies. It's all a habit that the mind has begun to create and run for you. Once we get the learnings, once we get our unconscious mind back on track, that's when the magic really begins to happen. So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and take this time out, if you want to be able to work upon yourself and make a change, make a big step to that being healthy, then this will be the perfect opportunity to do it. If not, you can pause it here and wait till you have the space to be able to work upon that. And then you can continue listening to me. So whenever you're ready, go ahead, sit down, relax, lay down. Give yourself this opportunity to just relax and be in a learning state where we can get the mind and body back on track. And then we'll go ahead and begin. So when you're ready, just close your eyes and take a nice, comfortable breath in through your nose, and then just relax. Allow each out breath to be that much more comfortable than the one before. Because the first step of change is putting your awareness back to your body as we go into a nice learning state of healing. Because you can be comfortable and you can relax. You can allow each part of your body to just soften and let go right now. And with your eyes closed, it means you can be aware of many other things. You can be aware of how your hands are positioned, your fingers, your arms. And as you put your attention there, you can also listen to the sound of my voice as it goes with you and through you. Because you're safe here. The things I say are all here to help. So each cell of your body can just listen and take on so many wonderful things that I say as you just relax and be comfortable. Because I am only going to simply count down from 10 to 0. So on 0, you'll be in that most wonderful, joyful, excellent state of mind and body. Down from 10, down to 9, and just relax. Where soon, even the effort it takes to be aware of how your hands, your arms, your legs will be even too much effort to even think about. It's easier to just let go. Down from 9, down to 8. Be comfortable here and just relax all the way down to 7. Because as you take responsibility for your life, for your dreams, for your health, your relationships, your career. Wonderful things happen. It's also good to wonder, because it means you're gaining new insights as you sleep down to 7, all the way down to 6. Be comfortable here. All the things I say can help you in the most wonderful way. Going deeper into trance, more than before, but not as much as in a moment. Because this journey of healing and allowing happens on a different level. A level where the mind and body becomes connected, interlinked, back as one. Because as you relax, and as you deepen that comfort down to 5, you can just enjoy those feelings, those wonderful feelings of peace. The more you become at peace, the more you relax. And in a peaceful mind creates a peaceful mind and body. When we have that inner peace, wholeness, contentment, or whatever we choose to call it, sometimes it's just a feeling that everything is okay. That's when things begin to happen, where learnings become learned. As you relax the mind, the body relaxes down to 4. More and more, easier and easier. Just relax. Deeper and deeper, more and more, right here, right now. Be comfortable, down to 3, and relax, as my voice goes with you. You can learn many new things, new insights, new learnings, but are there for you now, but also the future. That's right. It's all yours to discover. It always was. It's always been here as you relax down to 2, down to 1. And just be comfortable. To enlighten yourself. To be yourself. Without fear. Without judgment. Just fully accepting how beautiful, how wonderful you really are. That's right, down from 1 and down to 0. Because as you relax, I'm going to speak to your unconscious mind and your conscious mind. Because speaking to you, the unconscious, I'd like you to be aware that the conscious mind wishes to make some changes. But this issue, this problem, is not producing the desired results. Its cause may be the unconscious to even feel not great. But the conscious mind has now made a decision to make this change. For you to be a part of this change. So speaking to you, the unconscious, you can completely realize this issue, although trying to get results, is not producing the health, the happiness, and the peace. And with that in mind, you, the unconscious mind, can take responsibility in preserving learnings without the conscious mind even being aware. I'd like you, the unconscious mind, to find the root cause. So while you consciously just relax, as this happens beneath the surface, completely outside of your conscious awareness, you, the unconscious mind, can find the root cause, the decision that was made to have this issue, and preserve the learnings and let go of that decision. To let go of that thought, to let go of that strategy, and instead to have those learnings that give you health and happiness, with all the knowledge and wisdom as an adult. You, the unconscious mind, can fully absorb yourself in all those learnings. You, the unconscious mind, can just learn and learn. And as you learn so deeply, with new insights, new resources, even new beliefs, you, the unconscious mind, can even provide the conscious mind with those joyful insights if you wish now. The thoughts of how wonderful you are, how great you are. You, the unconscious mind, can let go of this problem, preserve the learnings, and get the results in a way that gives you not only health, but the real true happiness, joy, beauty of who you really are inside. You, the unconscious mind, can make this happen now. To let go of the past, to simply allow any inappropriate or unwarranted emotion to simply disappear. Have the learnings instead. Preserve those wonderful learnings. This issue, although getting results, they're not the desired results. Although the intent was good, there are other ways, other new strategies that can fully and completely complete you. You, the unconscious mind, can find those resources now, but not only lets go of the issue, but these resources can be with you through each moment, through any situation. Take this opportunity, this time and space, to create, to find, those beautiful resources, the safety, the security, the real security, the happiness, the confidence, the well-being, the strength. And through those feelings and resources, to make a new decision today. A decision which does not limit us, but a decision that empowers us, so we can see the crystal clear clarity of all the health in mind and body. You, the unconscious mind, can do this now, fully and completely. You, the unconscious mind, in every way, can just resonate with this peace, this freedom, this joy. You may notice that feeling now, maybe with a learning. Notice where that joy resides in you. Just notice. Invite it into your awareness. Allow it to grow. And as you allow it to grow, it could begin to expand, to nourish and bathe each cell of your body with that healing energy, one of love, one of safety, one of learnings and wisdom, to free flow around your whole body, being in this moment, embracing this moment. In every way you can invite your awareness to those things which need attention, and instantly acquire the real learnings, the required learnings that allow you to realize how wonderful you are. You, the unconscious mind, can remember that health, to tap into the blueprint for perfect health, that strategy for health which we're all born with, emotionally and physically. You, the unconscious mind, can reactivate that health, that strategy which puts us back on path of being whole and aligned, congruent in the knowledge of how wonderful you are. You can do this now and start this now, so it gets bigger and better with each moment, with each day, with each week and year. You can realize how uplifted you can feel, how you can just do away with any blocks, so you can have that free-flowing, abundant energy of life, of happiness. To realize that you are pure energy, vibrating, full of love. Love for your body, for each organ, for each cell, for each part of you, in your emotions, in your beliefs, can have all that awareness of that love, of how beautiful you are, how free you are. in every way to be connected with that part of you which never changes, the core essence of you, ever present, always was, always is, and always will be, that pure joy and love and health. Now is your time to make that decision right here. So in a moment when I count from 1 to 5, you, the unconscious mind, allows the conscious mind to feel it with each passing moment, in this moment, from now on. You, the unconscious mind, can preserve the learnings and let go of all or any issues, any limiting decisions, any limiting beliefs from now on. So every muscle gets less and less relaxed as you become more alert and more aware of your surroundings. At 2, you have a nice bit of fresh air through the nose, oxygenating your whole mind, body, and soul. At 3, you begin to have a nice stretch as you become more and more alert. And at 4, you imagine a nice cool cold shower, freshening your hair, your head, your eyes, the back of the eyes, coming all the way back into now, realizing how brilliant you are from now on. So welcome back from that. I hope you really enjoy it. Just realize that you can make the type of changes that you want in your life. Just about taking responsibility is a first step to making that change, and then putting your awareness, your consciousness, to all the wonderful possibilities which are of you. So once again, for more information about me, go ahead and visit josephclough.com. And also, if you want to be able to make a comment on this on my blog, you can do so even at josephclough.com/blog, or go ahead and leave a comment on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Joseph's fan page. That's Joseph's fan page. So I wish you a wonderful day or evening or morning, wherever you are, and I really can't wait to speak to you very, very soon. So I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.